Hey everybody, welcome to story time. I hope everybody's okay. It was a pretty stormy night and morning. We're fine here. It's just me and AJ, and we're here with our stuffed animals who we would like to introduce to you. This is a little purple bunny. I don't know if he has a name. Does he, AJ? You can just tell him.
Wunny Bunny.
Wunny Bunny. And what's your new bunny's name?
Bunny Wunny.
Oh, and where did you get that bunny?
From the Easter Bunny.
Yes, you did. We hope you guys had a great Easter. We are here snuggled up, and we're going to read you 3 books today. The first one is a Mercer Mayer book, because you know I love them, and it is called Just Me and My Dad. Are you ready?
I picked all of these.
AJ picked all the books. She didn't let me pick one today. I don't want. We went camping, just me and my dad. Dad drove the car because I'm too little. I picked the campsite, but someone was already living there, so I gave it back. There were some wild animals. That's what happens sometimes when you go camping.
I just still want to go camping.
Oh, me too. We found another campsite nearby. My dad was tired, so I pitched the tent. How did that go? We made a campfire. I found the wood, and my dad lit the fire. Because grown-ups should always be the ones to light the fire unless they're helping a kid do it, right? Yeah. I wanted to take my dad for a ride in our canoe, but I launched it too hard. Womp womp. Oh, critter.
You could just grab it again.
We went fishing instead.
How was it?
He's just so little. My dad took a snapshot of the fish we caught, and then I cooked dinner for me and my dad. Aww. There's no words on this page, but it's a pretty funny picture, isn't it?
So,
Are you guys ready? Look at that. The bear stole the fish. We had eggs. After dinner, I told my dad a ghost story. Boy, did he get scared. I gave my dad a big hug. That made him feel better. Then we went to bed.
But they got scared all together.
Yeah. Who got really scared though, the dad or Critter?
The
I think it might have been Critter who was scared.
I think it was
You are my little critter. I stayed up with my dad and let him read a story to me. Oh, that's sweet. Even the little bunnies are listening to the story outside the tent. Can you see
Wait,
it
but
over
we
there?
have bunnies.
We do have little bunnies. Boo boo. We slept in our tent all night long. Just me and my dad. The end. Have you guys ever gone camping before? Well, you have only been camping in an RV, haven't you? You've never been camping in a tent. But do we set up the tent in the yard sometimes?
Yeah.
I think we should go camping with a tent soon, don't you?
Yes. But when it's not cold.
It's not cold right now.
It's not that cold.
No, it's not cold. It's warm.
But
We'll wait. We'll wait a while.
I know.
Yeah.
But today is warm.
Today is warm. I love warm too. All right, the next book we're going to read is called Goodnight, Construction Site. This is a newer book for us. We got out of a little free library, didn't we? You guys have little free libraries where you are? They're pretty cool. We have one right across the street from us, and we love it, don't we? Mm-hmm. Sometimes we get Junie B. Jones books out of there. Having a hard time turning pages today. Come on. All right. Goodnight construction site. Down in the big construction site, the tough trucks work with all their might to To build a building, make a road, to get a job done, load by load. The sun has set, the work is done. It's time for trucks to end their fun. So one by one they'll go to bed, to yawn and rest their sleepy heads. Then wake up to another day of rough and tough construction play. Working hard to help his team, crane truck rises one last beam. Reaching, stretching, lifting high, he swings the beam into the sky. He'll set it down right on its mark. Then off to bed. It's almost dark. He slowly folds his boom back in, and then with one last sleepy grin, he tucks himself in nice and tight. Sigh. Then cuddles up to say goodnight. Shh, good night, crane truck. Good night. Spinning, churning all day long, cement mixer sings his whirly song. Now yawn, he's weary and so dizzy from the fun that keeps him busy. With one last spin, he pours the load. He's ready now to leave the road. He takes a bath, gets shiny bright, pulls up his chute, turns off his light. He cuts his engine, slows his drum, and dreams sweet dreams of twirly fun. Shh. Good night, cement mixer. Good night. Dump truck loves to work and haul. He carries loads both big and small. He moves the dirt from place to place, then dumps it with a happy face. One final load spills on the heap. Crunch. Now dump truck's tired and wants to sleep. He lowers his head, locks his gate, rests his wheels. It's getting late. He dims his lights, then shuts his doors, and soon his engine slows to snores. Good night, dump truck. Good night. Pushing with his mighty blade, bulldozer works to smooth the grade. He clears the way to level ground and fills the air with a thunderous sound. Roar! No one's as tough and strong as he, but now he's as sleepy as can be. Oops. He puffs some smoke out of his stack, turns off his engine, stops his track. He curls into his soft dirt bed and dreams of busy days ahead. Shh. Good night, bulldozer. Good night. Scooping gravel, dirt, and sand, excavator shapes the land. He digs and lifts throughout the day. Arrgh. But now it's time to end his play. A few more holes to dig, and soon he'll roll to bed beneath the moon. All right, buddy? Mm-hmm. You getting sleepy? Mm-hmm. Yawn. He twirls upon his bumpy track. He pulls up his boom and stretches his back. He sets his scoop down on the ground and snuggles up without a sound. Shh. Good night, excavator. Good night. These big trucks, so tough and loud, they work so hard, so rough and proud. Tomorrow is another day, another chance to work and play. Turn off your engines, stop your tracks, relax your wheels, your stacks and backs. No more huffing and puffing, team. It's time to rest your heads and dream. Construction site all tucked in tight. The day is done. Turn off the light. Good work today. Now, shh. Good night. The end. How about that book? That's kind of cool, isn't it? Yep, we've only read that one a couple times. I really like it. We like to look at construction sites when we see them, don't we? If it's safe, we like to stop beside the road and watch them for a minute. Or sometimes when we go for walks, if we see them, we watch them too, because it's pretty cool what all those big machines can do, isn't it? Do you guys like to watch at construction sites? Would you like to drive one of the machines one day, like an excavator? I think that would be really neat. All right, our last book for the day is, I think, one of my favorite books that we've gotten lately. It is called What Do You Do with an Idea? And somebody gave us this book, and I think it's really, really cute. So grown-ups, if you're watching, I think you'll really like this one. What do you do with an idea? Oh, one day I had an idea. Where did it come from? Why is it here? I wondered, what do you do with an idea? And in this book, they show the idea to look like a little egg. At first, I didn't think much of it. It seemed kind of strange and fragile. I didn't know what to do with it, so I just walked away from it. I acted like it didn't belong to me. But it followed me. It's following him. I worried what others would think. What would people say about my idea? I kept it to myself. I hid it away and didn't talk about it. I tried to act like everything was the same it was before my idea showed up. Doesn't look like that idea is going anywhere, though, does it? Isn't it cute? Mm-hmm. But there was something magical about my idea. I had to admit, I felt better and happier when it was around. Look at it. It's so cool. It wanted food. It wanted to play. Actually, it wanted a lot of attention. It grew bigger, and we became friends. I love these pictures. I showed it to other people, even though I was afraid of what they would say. I was afraid if people saw it, they would laugh at it. I was afraid they would think it was silly. And many of them did. They said it was no good. They said it was too weird, and they said it was a waste of time and it would never become anything. That wasn't very nice, was it? No. Would that hurt your feelings if somebody said that to you? It probably hurt his feelings, but he was brave enough to tell them about his idea, which was important. At first I believed them. I actually thought about giving up on my idea. I almost listened to them. But then I realized, what do they really know? This is my idea, I thought. No one knows it like I do, and it's okay if it's different and weird and maybe a little crazy. I decided to protect it, to care for it. I fed it good food. I worked with it. I played with it. But most of all, I gave it my attention. Okay, see a little reindeer in that picture?
I do.
And my idea grew and grew. And so did my love for it. I built it a new house, one with an open roof where it could look up at the stars, a place where it could be safe to dream. Look at all the animals with them. Look at that picture. Isn't that special? I really like it. I liked being with my idea. It made me feel more alive, like I could do anything. It encouraged me to think big and then to think bigger. It shared its secrets with me. It showed me how to walk on my hands because it said it is good to have the ability to see things differently. Can you walk on your hands, AJ?
Mm-mm.
Me neither. I couldn't imagine my life without it. Did you guys notice that the more time he spends with his idea, the brighter these pictures get? Then one day something amazing happened. My idea changed right before my eyes. It spread its wings, took flight, and burst into the sky. Look at the color there. I don't know how to describe it, but it went from being here to being everywhere. It wasn't just a part of me anymore. It was now a part of everything. And then I realized what you do with an idea. You change the world. I believe that's it. Yep, the end. Isn't that really neat? Have you guys ever had a good idea? Have you ever had an idea, AJ?
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys know that every invention in the whole world started with someone's idea? So imagine, okay, so paper is something that was invented. Imagine if the person who had the idea to make paper let everyone tell him it was a bad idea and then never made it. We wouldn't have books. Can you imagine that? I can't imagine that. Television. TV was someone's idea once. Can you imagine if that person didn't spend time with their idea? Then we wouldn't have TV to watch. We wouldn't be able to watch Pokemon. Okay, let's think. Someone had to invent spoons. Imagine if they thought their idea was bad and they never spent time with it. We wouldn't have a spoon. Somebody invented, lots of people invented all kinds of medicines. So from their ideas, sicknesses all over the world are able to be cured because they spent time with their ideas. Isn't that cool? So whenever you guys have an idea, make sure not to brush it off, even if somebody says it's silly, because you could change the whole world when your idea sprouts wings. Just like in the super cool book. What do you think about that, AJ?
Mm-hmm. Like if you had an idea to make felt.
Make felt. Somebody had an idea to make felt.
And then they didn't spend with it, and then you couldn't have.
And yeah, then there would be no felt.
No, but then there wouldn't be any stuff.
And then there wouldn't be stuffies that have felt parts like this bunny that the Easter bunny brought you.
Blankets.
There wouldn't be, yeah, somebody decided to make fabric, decided to make cotton. And if somebody hadn't spent time with their idea, then we wouldn't have a lot of the soft things that we do. That was a good thought, AJ. Okay, guys, thanks for thinking with us and having ideas. Thanks for hanging out with us and reading. Oh my goodness, you know what we forgot to do at the beginning of our video today?
What?
We forgot to give everybody time to get their stuffies. I hope you guys paused and went and got your stuffed animals. Oh, that was silly of us. We're a little sleepy because it was a little bit stormy and windy in the night. And we had so much fun yesterday on Easter. I think we're a little extra tired today, aren't we? Are you tired? She looks tired, doesn't she? Okay, guys, sorry about that. I knew we forgot something. I got distracted by the cool books. Let's see, what did we read today? We read Just Me and My Dad. Boop. We read Goodnight, Construction Site. Boop. And we read What Do You Do with an Idea? Thanks for joining us. When will we see them again, AJ?
Tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.